wisely has been sequel as to your non-fiction was in the book. This day is chapter 25. She opened chapter 25. He also shared, okay? He also shared, we would say the book, every book. Every book is written by author. Okay. In this case, any person can read the answer if you write any memo or any message on the message on the phone. That would be possible for you to be the authorship. However, usually book. And a book that has its aim or purpose. Why the person words or book or passage on this paper? That is the purpose. That is called point of view. So-called POV. So-called POV is here. So from now on, we should focus on the POV here. And here's an example, page 315. What time and research radio also writing, and what is the author trying to accomplish? To convince you or the reader, and what events in your upbringing personal life influence your writing, or several POVs here, the point of view. So every author has this point of view that affects what he or what she writes. Okay? Then now go on to the next one. Today's topic number 1. The author's background and perspective. So, every author has his or her background that affects very big influence on the non-fiction. And even if the two people write the same topic on non-fiction, however, that is very varied from the one-to-one, and the background comes out. Then, this non-fiction example, that is a river boys. Okay? So, background. And here's an example of the river boats. Okay? River and boat. Example. And the river boat, you can imagine the river in boats, and when we are different people and many citizens in the Chiba prefecture, then every person have every other idea for the river and boat. Some says it was very enjoyable in the summertime, some says very hot time in the cold winter, Some say that is how to fishing, some others say that is very luxury cruise. So, that depends a lot. Then here, you remember two examples. One in Russia in 1868 and one in America 1835. 1868 is just the beginning of Meiji era period in Japan. Then in America 1835 is the end of the Edo area period. Then Russia and America, you see Russia as the Soviet Union at the time, and the America is the United States. It's a big difference. Here's an example here. Okay, let's read just a little. Just on the beginning. About the own river steamer maximum gravity. The water of the river is smooth and dull silver tint. Also, so very perceptible with the current, it seems to be almost stagnant under the mist. And in noontide heat, when only by the change of the aspect the banks could realize how quickly, quietly, and eventually river be carrying on its surface all new hauled steamer with the whistle and the funnel. Then also clumsy barge which was being turned to his right. This is what the Russian pattern is saying. And it's page from Mark Twain's speech in the United States. Then here another passage. Maybe half of them. You probably do not know have really of that boat. It was the most important steamboat in the world. Just there was so thin. I remember Harrington was at the time Indian North supply too for the Northwest look. The little boat was introducing a very weird every way. The size of it, you see, the first most important data is the length and breadth and then depth and your tonnage and nothing about the boat you see now the more than things. This speed and tons. Okay, here. Here comparison here. That is Goki and Twain. Both write about the boat, and Gautier is also mainly about the river, and Twain about the boat. Then also, Gautier is very sensory describing how it is in the river. Then Twain is the dimensions. So, Twain describes how large, how big, how the size is. That is the difference. That is the perspective. So, even the same thing, it's very varies from person to person and also to answer. This is the one. Well, let's go on to the next one. What is its purpose? What's purpose? Then every object has a purpose. And usually that is composed of P-I-E. Okay? Then when you're analyzing the object's purpose, then ask, then you don't say the P-I-E, then the object want to be persuade the readers, and others inform the readers. Then other is very important, entertain. doing. Of course, the consequence first M, everyone knows that, and M form, of course you need the details and everything to inform this to persuade the people and read it. Then entertain. Third important thing is after reading is enjoyable, the readers go on and on and on reading. Everything is boring. No, that's not. So this is the three important things to have the purpose. Okay. And here's an example. Example is there's two. Here's two. Don't vote for Joe Jalone. Yeah? Don't vote for. JJ. Then the second line is my brother should not be married girl. So my brother should These two are not only one line, there's the two lines, so the lines here. The lines one is here, the line is opponent. Is on the Alan Admiral Muriel candidate. So the other candidate. Other candidate means opponent. Then, how about the sister? Sister is not the opponent. That is her sister, his sister. So, there was a sister. Say that. So, not exactly the opponent. That is Emily. So let's add on just an example of the election of the mayor and two lines here. How about the don't vote for JJ from the opponent? Very normal. Very normal. No one decides that they're friends. It's very normal. That's of course. Because he, candidate, wants to get to join this victory, so that the opponent should be down. That's better. And how about the sister? Sister does not have any coalition for this father in the election because she's not a candidate. However, she says means something else. If that is a possibility, as the possibility is the way with the jealous. Here's the three examples. The one is maybe he or she knows the ill. Maybe ill, and trying to protect his health. Then second maybe is he's jealous. Jealous his brother. Then the third maybe is terrible. Three possibilities. If number one, his sister is very good sister for his brother. Then second jealous, not good sister, maybe very bad. And third one, will be very good for the people, maybe. So she knows his origin, and she knows brother's very ugly place in his mind. So there is a reason here. Okay? Camera itu. Now, let's go on to number 3. three is finding the author's purpose. Find the purpose in the book. The authors of nonfiction usually do not write directly. Usually authors don't write the clear purpose. So, if the author write the clear purpose only, that is the end of the reading. But that is a little bit vague because the authors want you to read on. Then the way the non-fiction writing you read is here. How we figure out the author's purpose is something they'll come right out and tell us. Then here's an example. So you should read and find and details. So you should have this evidence what makes the composed of the purpose. So the reading you can make it. Then here's an example. The purpose of this paper is should the calculations that Data Domingo published last year. I see. Just give it. Next example is much better. The pattern candy. Example of pattern candy. This example pattern candy is very famous, so we read these passages. Next page 323. That's very famous, maybe you have heard in this history class. Gentlemen, cried a peace. But there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale is lips from the nose to brand our ears and catch these sounds out. Our Bethlehem are ready and filled. Why stand we here idle? What is that gentleman wish? What would they have? If life was so dear, or peace so sweet as to purchase to the peace of the client hand of slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what the cause of others may take. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. This is very, very famous for the stage. And this is only one in what there's a want. Okay? Take a little bit of time, you'll think that what is the aim of his speech? Maybe about 20 seconds. Okay, time is up. And this short speech is very famous for the history. Then here's an evidence here. The first the 4 or 5 lines, then there's others find. And I do. Oh my God. That is a big difference. Others find and I do, standing I do. So, very big difference. Then now, that concludes, then we should find. Okay? So, there's 2 lines make the conclusion that is the purpose we should find. So, this is a good example. And others, the questions, why are we idle? Why are we idle? And one. Then, in a piece where we don't have freedom, so there are no freedom. So we can. Then all of the questions asked to suggest that why people should find. So we should find. Again. And lastly, there's another very big word here. I know not about first or others may type, but for me, the div, okay, for the prayer, just think, give me liberty or death. So, that's very big decision. We really want their liberty. If not, that's death. So, very big intentions here. That is the purpose. So, you can see this parallelly, there's a purpose here. Now go on to next one. Number 4. Conflicting evidence and viewpoints. So usually there are other ways to say the same situation, but the position is opposite. So if the position is opposite, saying is very opposite. So this argument. Here's an example about the cat. Some of like the cat, some of dislike cat. That is the other position, other point of view. So, here's a good example is cat. Cat is lazy. Or cat is tired. So, cat is lazy, looks very bad. And cat is tired, looks not so bad. Then, other conflicting evidence example is the cat climb down. Climb down the wall, all the cat fall off. Climb down can. And follow, that means the can. So the people who here is the camp servants. Then lazy or climb down. This one. So big difference here. That is the conflicting evidence and the viewpoint. Here's another example with 326. The justice viewpoint and the opposing viewpoint. Okay, as we read here the passage, the pink and blue, there's two things are different here. Okay, then instead of reading the whole of this, the chart on next page 327, you can see very big difference. Very big difference. In this case, about the eugenics. Eugenics. Okay? And eugenics, that is the opposite of the dysgenics. We consider eugenic. Some for eugenics, first of all, against eugenics. And the justice point of view is against the eugenics. So this is a justice standpoint and opposing. Usually these are the opposite. Then chastity is something and opposing ideas here. Then here against the argument. So not only the two different ideas come to the collision, but also with the arguments to say more about it. Then eugenics, yes or no. So, and the chastity is against the eugenics, and opposing will be for the eugenics. Then argument by the chastity will be also against. Okay? And here's already taught also. Then eugenics is distinct movement. But opposing says, eugenics makes different kind of people. So, different. That's already different. Nothing more than that. Then, the argument says, it is an evil and always vague. Then about evil, as the eugenics is evil. Eugenics itself is evil. Then the opposing point is eugenics about idealism. That's an idealism. The motherhood and posterity. That's not evil. That's very normal. That means normal. Then the arguments here, that is often so evil as often disguised disguised as good. Even the Satan disguised as good to allure Eve, and so they ate him. Here, there's an example. The last one is it doesn't matter if people believe and eugenics are good or bad. So, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Good or bad. So, the eugenics, that's good, eugenics bad, that is not, doesn't matter. So, if you or she are born in any area, born in any family, doesn't matter. Okay? So, born in. Born doesn't matter. Then, the opposing is the people who believe in eugenics have good intentions. Good intentions. It's very important to born in which family, born which kind of place, all this. That is importance of born in Sam. Then, the conclusion here is eugenics. It's evil. Eugenics is evil. That is the conclusion here. So this is the opposing and argument. So conflicting is not only the against or for, this is other type of collision of arguments. These are plus one more argument. Here comes, that is the conclusion of conflicting evidence and viewpoints. Okay? So, let's go on to the next page. Number 5. Lesson number 5, the compare and contrast. Contrast. Different. So, compare and contrast different presentations. There are one of them is the speech. The other is news article. The other is biography. Even the same thing, have to take in manner of the speech or news article or the biography. That is all different. Then there's an example on the pages. Just we take a few lines look at. Then the speech is here. I'd like to thank my mother and my illustrated my life of all the libraries, by the way, especially for girls from the rather young age. And 5, I just discovered the most beautiful hill in Japanese represent what I work in water today. This is the beginning of the speech. How is new article? Daffodil scientists reported of gas and glucose back into the smell of daffodil speech refers to hidden the different ways on the outside thinking. And Harvard biography here. Biography begins. The unsolved black and what showed the daffodil research. Facilitated the study of pivotal moment in the history of daffodils. Research of the life with chance superheroes, each primary champion. So these are the every characteristic of type of speech, and you should compare how this works. Okay, these are the explanation of the authorship. Now let's go on to the questions.